Hello everyone, today I have some more Reddit stories for you. Let's hop into the first one. Am I the jerk for refusing to invite my sister's boyfriend to my wedding after what he did at my engagement party? When I got engaged 6 months ago, my fiancé and I decided to keep the engagement party small and intimate. We only invited close friends and family. My sister insisted on bringing her new boyfriend, even though they had only been dating for 2 months. I did not want to cause drama, so I agreed, thinking it would not be a big deal. I was wrong. At the party, everything was going smoothly until her boyfriend got too drunk. He made jokes about marriage being a trap and called my fiancé brave for signing up for a lifetime sentence. Everyone laughed awkwardly, trying to move on, but then he crossed the line. He loudly said my fiancé must have proposed because I look like I'd never find someone better. The room went silent. My fiancé was visibly upset, and I felt humiliated in front of my own family. My sister pulled him aside, clearly embarrassed, but she didn't make him leave. I expected an apology, but all I got was a text the next day. She said he had a weird sense of humor and that I should not take it personally. Since then, I have barely spoken to her. Now we are planning our wedding for next summer, and my sister asked if she could bring him again. I told her no. I said he disrespected me and my fiancé, and I did not want that kind of energy at our wedding. She blew up, saying I was punishing her for his mistake and that if he was not invited, she would not come either. My parents think I should let it go for family peace, but I honestly do not feel comfortable around him. Now my sister is not speaking to me, and my mom says I am being dramatic. But this is my wedding. I feel like I should be allowed to decide who attends. Still, I am wondering if I overreacted by banning him completely. Am I the jerk for refusing to invite my sister's boyfriend to my wedding? On to the second story. Am I the jerk for eating at the same restaurant as my husband's family? I am 32 and have been married to my husband, who is 35, for 3 years. We dated for 2 years before that. I want to start by saying that he is a good guy in other areas. His family has a tradition of going out to dinner once a month, his parents, 2 brothers, and their significant others. I am invited about half the time. His brother's partners are invited every time. When I am not invited, my husband simply tells me, I'm going to the family dinner. It's probably best if you sit this one out. When I push back, he insists it is for the best. This has led to several arguments. About a week ago, he went to one of these dinners without inviting me. I was upset. So earlier that day, I called the restaurant and made a reservation myself. I left 15 minutes after he did and got seated separately. From where I sat, I could not see their table. I got up to go to the bathroom and walked past them. My husband looked shocked and asked what I was doing there. I said I had been craving a steak. His mother said I was being rude by interrupting their family dinner. I replied that I was just going to the bathroom, not joining them. I wished them a good meal and went back to finish my steak alone. My husband was furious when he got home. He said I had been an asshole. I said it was wrong that I am excluded while his brother's partners are always included. He said it was a family decision and I should respect it. That night made me reflect. So here I am, asking, am I the jerk for showing up at the restaurant, or was I justified? Update. Thank you to everyone who commented. I read as many as I could. Your support gave me the confidence to confront my husband and demand a real answer. When I calmly asked why I was not included, he said, it's just a family decision. I replied, I'm your family. I deserve to know why. He danced around it and finally said, well, you just don't fit in as well as everyone else. I pressed him, and he could not explain. That is when I asked if it had to do with me being half black. He responded, no, it's not because of that. You know I don't care about that. But the way he said it suggested someone else did. When I asked if it was his mom, he hesitated and said, maybe. Eventually, he admitted that his mom is not a fan of me. My race might be part of it, but it is also my personality, political beliefs, and that we spent our first Christmas at my parents' house. She suggested he find someone who suited him better. He told me that some of the family dinners were used as time away from me. I was devastated. I asked if he wanted more space from me. Before he could answer, I went into our bedroom and started packing. I have been staying at my sister's house for a few days. I have not contacted him. I am giving him space. We will probably end up separating or divorcing, but it is too early to say. On to the third story. Am I the jerk for refusing to speak with my daughter in my husband's home language? This past weekend, my husband, our daughters, and I visited my mother-in-law. We just wanted to check in and let the girls spend some time with her. While we were there, I spoke to my daughters in my home language. They responded in the same language. My husband spoke to them in his home language. Only our older daughter could respond fluently in his language. For context, my older daughter is not biologically mine. I became her mom when she was 4, and by then she already spoke her dad's language. She later learned mine, since I speak it at home. Our younger daughter is 3 and speaks only my language and English, because I am the primary caretaker and our nanny and preschool use English. She understands her dad's language but does not speak it well yet. My mother-in-law insists that I should speak to the girls in her home language so they can communicate better with her. I refused, because I am still learning how to respond properly in that language myself. She was offended and said I was the reason she could not bond with her granddaughters. But I do not think that is true. They only see each other twice a year, and that is not enough time to build a deep relationship. My husband is fine with how the girls speak and told his mom our youngest will learn in time. Still, I am being told I should just let it go and stop making it a big deal. So, am I the jerk for not speaking to my daughters in a language I do not know well, just to accommodate my mother-in-law? On to the last story of today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Am I the jerk for not wanting my roommate to have men over when my son is home? I am 32 and live in my roommate's house. She is 33 and my best friend. When my relationship ended, she offered me a room to rent, since she had extra space. It is a casual setup, no lease, just a monthly payment. I have a 12-year-old son whom I co-parent with his dad. We have 50-50 custody. I pay extra to use the third bedroom as my son's room when he is with me. When I moved in, my roommate was in a long-term relationship. We all got along great. But they broke up about 6 months ago. Since then, she has been bringing men home more frequently. Normally I do not mind. But last weekend, when my son was here, she brought home a guy who felt off. He was drunk, overly friendly with my son, and something just made me uncomfortable. He stayed the night. That night made me realize how risky this could be. We did not know this man. So the next morning, I asked her not to bring strangers over when my son is home. I was calm and respectful. She got defensive. She said it was her house, and she should be allowed to do what she wants. She was not rude, but she clearly did not agree. We never reached a resolution. So, am I the jerk for thinking it is reasonable to ask that no random men be around my son when he is home? I am just trying to keep him safe.